listening.
Welcome. I'm going to post on the Facebook group saying live. Or the Facebook page.
We're here. Someone will be able to watch this later.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Welcome
Look,
to our
there's a
office.
fireplace right there.
We got one this time.
Yep.
There's a
We're blocking
tapestry, because we like tapestries. There's a lion up there, but we'll show you that later.
We can show it now.
We could show it now.
Just push your camera up a little.
There's a lion, and there are some monster cans. And oh wait, do we have viewers?
No.
Oh, well. And then there's giant rubber duck, and then the lion. Oh no! Don't watch it while we're.
I
Okay.
want to see if there are any viewers.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Hello. This is my sweater because it is cold in our
We need
office.
to open the questions app.
Let's open up questions.
If people want to do questions there, or you can ask your questions through the Facebook page.
Which we have.
Tufts Focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Here now.
Zero
ask
viewers.
your
Great.
questions
Great.
on our last.
I'm getting all the Snapchats from Annie, so.
2 viewers.
Hi.
We're
8
here.
viewers.
Wow.
Okay,
That
we're
got up
watching
really
now.
quickly.
That's crazy.
Awesome.
So,
Hi.
can
Hi.
you do an update on what's happening?
Yeah. Wait, who are
What
we
are our
first?
names? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm Miranda.
I'm Isha.
And I'm Bet.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Um,
and we're Shabam.
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 Yeah, so we're the 3 focus coordinators for this summer. We basically have just been spending all day, every day, planning focus this year, and it's happening in 13 days. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah,
No,
less
it'll
than 2
be
weeks until arrival day.
less than 2 weeks till arrival day. So it's so exciting.
If you're watching this and you're a focuser, your themes were sent out yesterday. In case you didn't see that yet,
Yay!
just email.
Yeah.
And your
Along
leaders.
with letters and videos from your leaders. And if you're someone who's not a focuser, welcome to Focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're excited to have you here.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
We already have a couple of questions
We do.
that we can start answering.
Yeah.
So the first one is from Abigail McPhee. Hi, Abby.
Hi,
How
Abby.
are you?
She says that she works for Tufts Admissions, and a common question that she's been getting from families who live far away is if it's better for parents to drop off their children at Focus or to come the next week for orientation. This is really up to you. We will say that there isn't really any time for parents and their children to have together like during the Focus week. So if you're planning on, like, you can drop your kid off for Focus and then just hang out in Boston by yourself for a week and then come back on matriculation if that's something that seems exciting to you, but you won't be able to like hang out with your kid at all.
Yeah.
Or you can just send, I mean, like when I was a focuser, I'm not from the area at all. So I just came on the first day of Focus by myself, just me and my duffel. And then a week later, my parents came to help me fully move in on matriculation day.
Same thing
Yeah.
happened with me. I'm from California. Miranda's from St. Louis. Yeah, it was just easier to bring some stuff, drop it off, and then have my parents help me move in later.
If you are from the area like I am, you can do whatever, however way you want. But like when I was a focuser, my parents dropped me off with pretty much all my stuff on the first day of Focus, and we just like brought it to my room but didn't really unpack anything. And then they came out for matriculation too, because any parents can come, or the guardians on matriculation day, because there's a lot of things going on campus on September 2nd. So,
Yes.
Exactly.
So thanks, Abby.
Yeah, thanks, Abby.
The next question we have is from Annie Gill. Hi, Annie.
Hi, Annie.
And she says, what are the top 5 things you think we should bring to Focus?
Yeah.
Which is a great question. We've come up with a top 5 list.
Yeah.
First, as we all look up at our
No, we're just all looking out into the distance.
Yeah.
the first one is a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Very important because you will not be sleeping in your dorms. You will be sleeping in local churches and community centers on the floor with a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
We've gotten some questions about air mattresses. they're just way too big for us to deal with them. You can, however, bring like a sleeping pad if you want. So if you have like an eggshell pad or like even like a little air
ones
pad
that like
thing.
fill with air, but like you don't have to blow up.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Yeah, like those are okay.
Anything you can easily break down in the morning and stow, like off in an area where the churches won't mind having it.
Yeah, but an air mattress is just a lot of work.
And
it's
if you're on staff and you're watching this, you also need a sleeping bag.
Yes.
All staff members.
All staff members need a sleeping bag. The next thing that you should bring is closed-toed shoes. You're going to be doing a lot of walking during the week of focus. But you're also, if you're working in an environment group or an urban revitalization group or pretty much any group.
Kids groups even.
Bring closed-toed shoes because a lot of community service work is outside. And also, it's like more comfortable to walk.
A lot of sites also just require it. So if you don't have closed-toed shoes, they won't let you volunteer.
Yes.
A lot of soup kitchens also will make you have closed-toed shoes. So
make sure you bring those.
Yeah.
But also, this isn't one of the items, but make sure you have flip-flops just for college in general, because you'll be showering in your dorm, and it's very important to have flip-flops to shower.
So you don't get the fungus.
Yeah, you don't want the fungus.
Not that there is a problem with that.
Yeah, it's not general.
Like, you just do that.
Yeah.
It's just the thing you do.
The next thing
is long pants.
Yeah.
Just like one pair.
Yeah.
Or two, maybe.
It's nice because if you're ever doing any painting in your work, like, you won't have paint all over your legs. You'll have them on your pants. So like long pants that you don't really care about.
Mm-hmm.
And just it might be cold or some sites just require that as well.
Yeah, like a lot of environment sites again will, like if you're doing a lot of weeding, they'll require long pants or soup kitchens, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep.
And then you should always, like for the week of focus, bring clothes you don't necessarily care about. The one thing my mom said to me when I was trying to figure out what clothes to wear during focus, she was like, "Are you going to college or to a fashion show?" But focus is not a fashion show, so don't bring clothes that you care about.
Yeah, you're essentially just working at different community organizations and then going back to your church and going to bed. And a myriad of other things.
Right.
None of it requires you to be dressed up.
Yeah, so just like comfortable things, t-shirts, shorts.
Yeah, like just clothes that you're comfortable getting messy.
Sunglasses are nice.
Yeah, sunscreen is also really nice.
Yes.
We have a whole packing list on our website, so if you go to Current Focusers, you can check that out. And we sent it with your welcome packet, and if you want us to send it to you again, you can email us.
We probably will next week.
Yeah, we'll send it to exactly.
Just to remind you. But and then our last thing is
a great attitude.
That was dumb. I'm sorry. No, it was great. We just all of us are so excited to have you here, and all of your leaders are so excited, and we just really hope that you are all also so excited. Excited. So just get ready because this week is going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's the best week of the year.
Yeah.
And just everyone's really positive and so excited to welcome you to campus. I'm addressing the focusers because the leaders and staff have already been welcomed to campus, but hey, welcome back. They're just so excited to get you to be a part of the community. So, we want you to be excited. And if you're nervous, that's totally okay too. Because we're nervous also. Yeah. And we're nervous our first week of focus.
One question we've gotten a few times, not necessarily on this post, is about where we're staying and if it has to do why you're placed in what church you're in. So some people seem to think that maybe different themes of work are placed in the same church, or your theme has something to do with what church you're in, but it doesn't at all.
Totally random.
Yeah, it's really random. And you might be in, every church has a variety of different themes in it, so you'll be meeting people that are doing all different kinds of work throughout the week. And all the churches are either right within walking distance of Tufts or on near one of the T stops on the red line. That's very close
Yeah.
to Davis Square.
Exactly.
So
And you won't be finding out your church until you get here.
Right.
So
Yeah.
but you don't need to know which church you're in.
Yeah.
yeah, you'll have leaders who will tell you where to go. Your leaders will be with you the entire week. So if anyone's nervous about getting lost or like, oh, I don't know how to use public transportation, that's why you're here, is because it's a learning process, and we're excited to just have everyone experience things like this for the
If it
first
makes
time.
you feel any better, none of the leaders know what churches they're in.
No, yeah, not
Yeah.
yet. But they will soon.
Yeah.
Maybe. Just kidding. Yeah, during training.
Um,
But which is 10 days from now. Yeah, and like Miranda was saying, you're with your leaders the entire time, and just know that you have a place to sleep. Like we have made sure and met with every like head of church and community center, and made sure that you will be housed and fed and
yes.
clothed. Well, you'd have to clothe yourself. But you'll be housed and fed.
Yeah.
And speaking of food, all food is taken care of.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that. People have been asking if they should bring money. We suggest, like, no money is necessary for Focus. If you're like the idea of maybe getting coffee one afternoon, or like if your group wants to go out for ice cream or something, like, I don't know, you would never need more than like $30 if you want to make those purchases, but for just the week in general, no money is necessary. So don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And also when you have your day in Boston, your leaders will have like $10 for you to be able to spend on like food or pretty much just food.
Yeah, usually like a meal
Or a
all
meal.
together out
Yeah.
on your day off.
Yeah. We went to Border Cafe during my first week of Focus. During my first week, my only week as a focuser, and it was amazing and great. It's a great restaurant. It's in Harvard Square.
Yes.
But yeah. And then another thing we wanted to mention was Arrival Day.
Yes.
So Arrival Day, Daniela DiPaola would like a shout out. Hi, Daniela.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Daniela DiPaola is one of our leaders. She might be one of your leaders.
Yeah.
If your kid's 4.
You know.
You know. You would know. If your kid's 4.
She asked if Kids 4 will be the best group ever.
I don't know.
We don't know. You're going to have to
See.
prove it. No, you're not. Don't do that.
Everyone's great. Everyone's
Everyone
the best group ever.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Agreed. Yeah.
But Arrival Day.
Arrival Day.
If you told us that you were flying or taking the train to Tufts, we have scheduled someone to pick you up from the airport or the train station.
Yep. Unless you told us you were taking a train or flying in on a day before the 27th.
Yes. In which case we've talked to you and you've figured out that we can't accommodate. Yep.
Yeah. So you'll be
You'll
coming
find your
to
own train.
Tufts.
Yeah,
on
find
your
your
own. But everyone else, if you're flying or training or busing in on the 27th, we have someone to take care of you and pick you up, and they'll text you when they think you're going to arrive, and greet you right there at baggage claim or at the terminal. That's all good.
Yeah.
If you're driving in, please arrive at campus before 2. The first stop that you'll make is at the campus center.
Which is this building, which
this
we're in
building,
right now.
which you wouldn't recognize this office if you're not coming here. But yeah, so 44 Professors Row is the address, the big brick building.
You can show them part of the building through the window.
Through the window.
We could.
Yeah,
Should we do it?
if you want.
Just so you can see what it looks like.
Wow, yeah.
On the outside.
This is the building.
There's a-
That's
There you
the
go.
wrong way. It's right
Can't really
there.
tell.
Yep, that's the lamp.
This is a
There's
lamp.
the lamp. Because behind the lamp is what the building looks like.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So basically you'll come into that building
I
and
just totally threw up all of our framing. Great.
and on it's called the first floor, but you can also think of it as like the middle floor because there's like the bottom first,
The ground
second.
floor.
Just
Anyway.
someone will tell you where to
Middle
go.
floor, yeah. There'll be people all over, first of all, to greet you and be excited. And they'll be wearing Focus t-shirts, so you'll know exactly where you're supposed to go. You'll go into the Res Cafe and sign in. That's where you'll pick up your keys and ID. From there, we'll have support staffers to maybe help you move into your dorm if you have a lot of stuff with you, help you carry it. Also help you find your dorm if you don't know where that is. Drop you off at the dorm. At that point, if you want to move in a little bit, you can. Oh, also pickup starts at 8. So 8 is the earliest that you can pick up your keys and ID.
Yeah.
So at that point, you can maybe move into your dorm, maybe just drop your stuff off. That's a total personal call. And after that, after you're done with all of that, then you'll come to the residential quad, which is uphill. And also, once again, people all over the place telling you where you could go.
Yeah.
So you'll go to the residential quad where you'll sign in for Focus. We'll let your leaders know that you're there. It'll be put together. It'll be beautiful, a beautiful moment. And yeah, and then you're with us.
Yeah.
If you get to the res quad before or around 12, there will be a pizza lunch served, so you don't have to worry about lunch.
Yeah. If you want pizza.
you
Yeah,
want pizza.
we don't have breakfast available that day, so
Sorry.
Yeah.
yeah.
And if for some reason you want to eat lunch elsewhere, that's also fine.
Yeah, it's like one of the last opportunities to like get your parents to buy you food
Yeah.
while they're here.
Yeah. So that's a total personal call, but you do have to be on the res quad at 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're planning on driving in, it's not that you should get here at 2, it's that you should get here with enough time to go to the camp center, pick up your keys and ID, go to your dorm, drop off whatever you need to drop off, and then go to the res quad. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Mhm.
Around 1 maybe if you'd like, but
Yeah.
get the red squad at 2.
But yeah.
And we'll have games going on. We'll have a parachute, lots of people chilling out, talking. It'll be great. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
We'll have some jams maybe playing.
Definitely have
Definitely
some
have some
jams
jams.
playing.
So yeah.
That's all we do is jam
If you
out
want
all day.
to
So.
suggest some jams, drop us a line.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the gist of Arrival Day.
Yeah.
We got a question from Mom. We are going to email you about this, Nancy Meyer, and we'll talk to you about it later. But yes.
Yes. Yeah.
We will email you.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah. If there's anything going on, like any personal, like, but I'm arriving late or something like that, please just email us or call us, and we'll figure that out.
Exactly.
Yeah. And some people have asked what time the program ends. You should expect to just want to go back to your dorm and go to bed on the last day of the program, because on September 1st, the last day, which is a Tuesday, will be ending around 10 or 11.
Yeah.
And then the next day is move-in day for everyone else, and matriculation. So, the program ends at the end of the day, and then the day is over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cam,
there is a fire. Do you see it? It's right there.
There it is.
There it is.
Thanks, Cam.
Thanks, Cam.
So yeah, we have programming going way into the evening. I know some people are like, oh, but can I hang out with someone on that day? Like if you want to hang out with them after like 11,
Yeah.
that's totally your call.
But
But we have like our closing ceremonies and everything, and it's just like a really nice moment, and it's really important to the program that everyone is there.
yeah.
And that we're able to like sort of close this experience before you're thrust into orientation week.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have another question?
No, not
If you
yet.
have any more questions,
Please
comment on the post on our Facebook page, or you can ask them right here.
Or you can message Tufts Focus. There are a lot of ways that you can do with this.
Yeah.
Some other things that you might want to know, for parents who are watching and for just anyone, we haven't mentioned yet our staff advisor, Ashley Tello. You can email her at ashley.tello@tufts.edu if you have any questions that you feel that would be better answered by an adult full-time staff of Tufts University.
She's the assistant director for campus life.
Exactly.
She's been working with us all summer. Unfortunately, she can't be here today because she's at a wedding.
Yeah.
Which is exciting.
So excited.
But she'll be around the whole week of the program and during training. So.
And also for parents, Ashley Tello and Krista Ricker, who also works for the Office of Campus Life, will be holding info sessions. We believe you got we believe that you got an email about it. It's at 10:30 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. On arrival day.
In the campus center, right?
Yeah, it'll be in the
all
campus
the-
center
where
all the
pickup
key
is.
pickup and everything is. So if you have any questions, these are more just general pre-orientation. So Krista is the advisor for wilderness, so it might be focused parents and wilderness parents, and then also Cafe is coming in that day as well. So
Yeah.
Yes.
We just got a question. How often are there going to be pickups from Logan Airport? If you gave us your arrival time and gave us how you were basically if you give us your arrival time, we've scheduled someone to pick you up.
Yep.
It's not a running shuttle. It's we have people who are
assigned to you.
Yeah, or assigned to pick you
pick
up.
you
Yeah. So basically, we're gonna have support staff just camped out pretty much all day in each terminal of the airport, and they will have T-shirts and they will probably have posters. And they'll be hanging around baggage claim most likely, and they know that you're coming. They know what time your flight is at. They'll text you when your flight comes in. So it'll all be good to go. There's no need to worry about looking for a shuttle or something like that.
And we'll confirm with you that your time is the time that you told us in your transportation form next week in an email probably.
Yeah.
So if anything has changed since then, please let us know.
Yeah. Also, day of, if your flight gets delayed or something, we'll be watching that. Obviously,
we have your flight number and everything.
We'll be monitoring that through the various airline programs. But also, if you want to text us, we're going to put our numbers out or email us, and we'll adjust our schedule accordingly.
Yep.
And I totally forgot what I was going to say.
But there will be people with you the entire time that you're in the airport as soon as you get out of the secure area.
Also, support staff is someone that you probably haven't really heard about. I know I didn't know who they were. Support staff are rising sophomores, so they just went through Focus last year, or just went through freshman year. And they are there on arrival day to pick you up, get you excited. They are assigned to churches to also help out a church and get to know individual focusers in the church. They're just one of those people that gets to be fun and just younger and fresher, fresher.
Not calling our leaders old, beautiful young people.
They're all we were all support staff last year, and it was a lot of they'll be the ones picking you up. They'll be the ones driving you to sites. If you're
a lot of logistics sort of work.
Showing you
picking
where
up
the
your
campus center
bags.
is.
showing you where the if you ever have to go through a tunnel on arrival day, that's probably going to be made up of support staff.
They're really awesome.
They're great.
The best. Just there for general helping out things.
But
These folks are relevant.
Barton asked, okay. Wow, these are a lot of questions.
Hi, Barton. This is my
Barton is one of our
natural hair color.
leaders. Yeah, this is Miranda's natural hair color. It's a good one.
Yeah. Right.
That's the color. That's the color he wants. Where did we get our stuffed lion? For people just tuning in, we have a stuffed lion up there.
Her
name is Helena.
But we did.
We borrowed it.
We borrowed it.
We borrowed it from one of our leaders, Matt. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
Matt knows we have Helena.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is news to Matt.
Yeah, we did it. Yeah, Matt knows. He lent
Look
it.
out for Helena on arrival day, possibly.
Possibly riding on Miranda's bed.
I'm trying to figure out a way that we can become one,
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah.
New
But
Tufts mascot.
You
new Testament.
yeah, maybe we'll have Jumbo on arrival day. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll
We're
be
working
Jumbo.
on
We're
it.
working on getting Jumbo for arrival day.
Might
Oh my gosh.
happen.
And
Why are we so perfect?
We're not.
we're not. We're
Don't
flawed.
worry.
We're people.
So we just talked about who our support staff are, but who are your leaders? You got a letter video from your leaders. It's like kind of talking about who they are, but we can talk about certainly focus merch. We'll talk about that in just a second. We'll talk. So leaders are just people who we thought would be good at like integrating you into the Tufts community. They're involved, like nurturing members of the Tufts community.
We have a lot of student leaders of all sorts of different organizations.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And people who just are awesome and like are really, really, really excited for you to be here. And
Yeah, we tried to pair you guys with your leaders as best as possible,
Mhm.
so that you would have some things in common, maybe, or we just thought that you would work well together. But that being said, there will be other chances to meet leaders that aren't in your church or that just aren't your own, and support staff through events throughout the week.
yeah,
So you can meet people even if you don't if your leader isn't involved in something that you're interested in, there's a very good chance that someone else on staff is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
or they
hopefully
have
you
a
can
friend
meet them.
who's involved with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're very great and awesome, and we love them.
Yeah.
Is there any focused merch?
LOL.
Not merch, but
No.
there is swag.
There's-
Is that the word?
Is that the word?
Merch
Rent
is
is swag.
we're not selling it
Rent
to
is
you.
swag.
Rent. Yeah.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
arrival day, all of staff, that's the leaders and support staffers, are going to be wearing Focus t-shirts, so you'll know who we are,
Yeah.
and know that they're involved in the program and that you can ask them questions. Us three will be wearing special coordinator baseball tees.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yes.
Just so that you know who we are. So if anyone has any concerns, or if you're a parent and you want to talk with us about something, that's what we'll be wearing.
Sorry, that's our air conditioning.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, our
Yeah.
air conditioning is loud. But yeah, so that will be happening.
Yeah, and then we just got another question from Burton. What will there be to do on arrival day for focusers if they get there early?
Yeah.
So for focusers, it's a good chance to get to meet leaders. I know I got there super early my first year, and it was just an opportunity for my leaders to introduce me to other leaders, to play some getting to know you games. We have a big gym class parachute. People play with that. Eat food, talk, dance.
Yeah. So Isha's talking about this is all happening on the Res
Res
Pod.
Pod,
Once you
yes.
sign in there after you go to your room. You can also, if you want to unpack some of your stuff, if you're there early in your room, you can do that.
Yeah.
But if you want to hang out with awesome people,
Yeah.
you do,
Yeah.
then you go to the Res Pod and do all those things.
Yeah. Pretty much. And
Yeah.
you'll get to meet your leaders because they're going to be there they're literally going to be there all day waiting for you.
Starting at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
They will be there and excited and ready
Yeah.
and alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Running on some Red Bull.
yes.
For real, I'm actually watching this. What else? We're good band names. We're just looking at our whiteboard, which is up there. Please let us know if you have any specific questions, what you can ask on this thing.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say?
Think. We're just sort of an update on where we are.
Yeah.
Pretty much all the sites are confirmed,
Yay.
good to go. So get excited for all the awesome volunteering that you're going to be doing throughout the week. All of our sites are very excited to have us here.
Yeah.
And we're just going to be doing a lot of amazing work throughout the week. So thank you in advance.
Seriously.
For being so great and for having the like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the warmth and the like, the just like for putting yourself out there and being excited about volunteering in a place that you might not even know yet. So just thank you for that. That's honestly, like, that's what Focus is all about. It's about creating a really caring community that cares for each other and then also cares for Boston. So thanks in advance for being a part of that.
Yeah. It's gonna be, and pretty much we're just waiting for you guys to arrive, and so soon. And
we have some material stuff that we need to still
get
together.
We have 1 week. It'll be good. But no, it's gonna be so
good.
I don't know.
It's just like getting like forks and stuff. But
forks are so important.
They're very important.
Forks. Washington is where Twilight was set. Wow, we just said the same sentence. Great. Good. That's fine. It's okay.
But that's sort of the thing that we're doing right now.
We're also just securing 10 points if we get the word pickle into a sentence. Oh, do I get 10 points? For reading. No. What I was going to say was, I totally forgot. Wow, I'm so bad at this. So we can also talk about what we hope you will gain from Focus. We hope you'll gain what does Focus mean to you from the bottom of your beautiful little? This is kind of the same question. Becca McLean, who is one of our beautiful, lovely, amazing leaders, as are all of them,
asked, "What does Focus mean to you from the bottom of your beautiful little hearts?" Focus means a lot.
I think it's different for every part of Focus that I've been a part of, but as a focuser, it meant, at least to me, it meant just feeling welcomed onto campus, which is something that we are always talking about. But I remember I was just so shocked that all of these people who were older than me were being nice to me, and not because they were faking it, but because they actually wanted me to be a part of something. And I was just like, well, what is this going to just end at the end of this week? And it didn't happen. They kept checking in with me. My leaders were really great about making sure that I was having an okay and great freshman year. And just carrying that spirit on. How about you guys?
I don't know. For me, a lot of the people in my group are people that I wouldn't have necessarily met just through activities and classes that I do here. So it was it helped me branch out, even when I didn't have anything to branch out from. And then after Focus is over, you have this great group of friends that are meeting all different kinds of people as well, and you meet people through them. So having done Focus was great because it's just a starting point for conversation during orientation week. Oh, I did Focus. What theme were you? Who are your leaders? I was in this church or that church. So it's the best. I don't know, one of the best ways to start this whole crazy college thing.
I know. Yeah, sort of similarly, I remember during orientation week, my group, we had our group text, and we were like, oh, are you at the dining hall? Like, let's eat together because we don't know anyone or whatever. Or if we did know people, we'd be like, oh, hey, like, this is my roommate, you know, and that's how we all sort of became friends. We were friends because of Focus, and then we sort of, once again, like, branched out during the week. And it was really nice when you're, because orientation can be a little overwhelming because there's just so many more people. And to like know that you have some people already sort of in your back pocket who care about you is really important.
And some of your best friends can come out of the week of Focus. I know some of mine have, and like unexpectedly too. Like there's some people who I met during Focus who I didn't keep in touch with, and then we like reconnected through like living in the same dorm or just like having a class together or stuff like that. And then you get really, really close. Like one of my housemates this summer and my roommate from this past year have been people I've met from Focus, which has been really, really great.
Yeah.
We have one question: how much downtime do the Focus participants have? It sort of varies day by day. Usually what will happen is you'll wake up, eat breakfast, get out of the church, and then go to a site where you'll be working for the majority of the day. Most sites end around 3, 4, 5-ish in the afternoon, at which point you'll come back to Tufts campus, shower, meet back together. And then in the evening is where most of the downtime will be. So you'll make dinner with your church and eat all together. And then your church might play games together, that sort of thing. We also have a couple of nights during the week. We have some all Focus evening programming, which you'll find out during the week what that is. But that's just fun and exciting. There's also one day during the program which will be an Explore Boston day. So there's like you'll be volunteering 4 out of the 5 days, and during one day your group can sort of our phone's ringing. Do you want to get it?
Yeah.
But during the program you'll be able to Sorry.
Wow, this is actually happening.
We were joking earlier, like what happens if someone calls us?
Yeah. One other question we can answer while we're waiting for Ben to get off the phone. Wow, 53 notifications.
Yeah. So, what's her name? Okay.
So it changed.
On which day? The 27th? Okay. 1 second, I'm just going to pull up a document.
Yeah. So Paige asked, the packing list says we need a change of clothes for after working.
Yeah,
How many outfits like this should we pack? So what I did during the week of Focus was, can they still hear me? Can you hear me? Can someone yet? Okay.
Yeah.
What we would do was we would work at a site, wear clothes that we didn't really care about, and then change into clothes again that like take a shower and then change into other clothes for like evening programming. So I guess
oh no, I think that I brought maybe like, if the program is 5 days long, I probably brought like maybe just like 8.
Yeah, I think 8
clothes.
Yeah, something like that.
Makes sense. Oh no, I mean, or sometimes I would just like change into my pajamas.
Yeah.
So
or wear clothes that would eventually didn't look like pajamas, but were my pajamas.
Yeah.
So you can wear whatever you want. We have like there's some like dress up things that we do that you'll find out about.
But then you don't have to worry about bringing.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about any extra things.
Fun story. One of my Focus leaders for the first 3 days of Focus wore the same shirt as I, like, the first time that I saw him not in that shirt, I was like, wait, you have other shirts. I was like very confused.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you can totally like re-wear your clothing and look a big deal.
Exactly. What day is the Explore Boston Day? It
depends
varies from group to group. So for some groups, it's like it was dependent on like the site schedule. So we would ask, if when like the sites were available, and then you have 4 days of scheduled sites, and then 1 day of just like exploring Boston. So it depended on like when we schedule your site. So not everyone has a site scheduled.
Yeah, it's there isn't like Sundays Explore Boston Day for all the groups. It doesn't work like that. Essentially, just sort of the process for us getting work sites was that we sent everyone, this is our program. These are the days that our program runs from. Which days are you available? And they sent back. And from there, we sort of put different sites with different groups.
Yeah.
Based on the work sites availability.
Yeah. And there's a lot going on in Boston during like the end of the summer. And you just go like see things that you wouldn't already see.
So yeah, you can do things like go to Faneuil Hall,
go to the Museum of Fine Arts because you get free admission as a Tufts student.
Yeah.
There's a really awesome place called the Garment District, which is a thrift shop / costume store /
focus tradition to go
there. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's in Central. Or no, sorry, that's
Kendall.
in Kendall.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of halfway between. Anyway.
Yeah.
And then you can just sort of do whatever you want. Like my group went to Chinatown.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different options, and your group sort of, sorry about the air conditioning, and your group sort of just decides that together based on whatever your interests are. So
yeah, pretty much. We asked what our spirit vegetable is.
Yeah. That is a tough one.
I would say asparagus. No, that's not true.
and probably a tomato.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's a fruit.
That's a fruit.
Calm down.
Wow.
No, I think I'm a tomato.
Yeah.
I think I'm a tomato.
Yeah.
Are you going with asparagus?
I don't know. I have to think about it.
I think it might be like edamame beans.
Yeah, it might be asparagus.
I don't know if that's
Maybe it's just because like the vegetable that I like.
Oh, and carrots.
Oh, broccoli.
Carrots.
Broccoli.
Oh, broccoli too. Oh man.
Oh
Something
gosh.
between carrots.
Ben really likes vegetables.
Yeah,
In
he's
case you're wondering.
he has a good time with vegetables.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like pickles though because I like cucumbers, but I don't like pickles because we read this story in the 2nd grade about a pickled pirate head. They just put a pirate's head in pickle juice. It was so weird. Why did we read that? It was so morbid. It was in the 2nd grade.
Focus is a pun that we make a lot.
Yeah. What?
Whenever anyone says the word focus, I just laugh. And like, I laugh with them. That's what to say.
And
I'm trying to think if there's any questions that we haven't answered. Continue to post questions if you want.
You answered this one?
yeah, we did.
That's good.
Bring
that's
8-ish
Yeah.
different outfits. Yep. Again, Focus is not a fashion show, but you know,
Yeah. And
make it work,
worst
guys.
comes to worst, you will be going back to your dorms to shower. So if like one of your outfits that you're planning on wearing, like it's like crazy messy, like you could probably just leave it at your dorm.
Yeah,
Switch out something else.
yeah, pretty much.
But you don't need anything glamorous. You don't need any like just don't worry about that.
Yeah,
too
yeah.
much,
But
I guess.
yeah. And another thing, I think we've mentioned it before, but you do shower in your own dorm, so like your group will come back to Tufts campus and disperse, shower, and then meet up again, and then go eat dinner at the church or community center. But yeah, that's pretty much I don't know, do we have any other things that we want to talk about? Yeah. If so, you got your themes yesterday.
Yes,
That was yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yesterday. You got your themes yesterday. And so, like, I guess an idea of some of the different type of work you'll be doing. If you're in an environment, a lot of you will be working on building community gardens or weeding or like removing invasive species, moving some goats around, and hunger. You'll be working at like food pantries and soup kitchens.
Or
Yeah.
local grocery
Local
stores,
grocery stores,
who
yeah.
donate a lot of their food to
Yeah,
grocery
yeah.
stores and
Kids
kitchens.
groups will be stuffing backpacks, and like making flashcards for like kids, like
Yeah.
education organizations,
Or working
or
at school.
working. Yeah.
Yeah, schools like helping them getting prepped for the school year.
Yeah. And
Also,
like,
I just
community
want to clarify real quick. Just because you're in this group does not necessarily, or like that theme doesn't necessarily mean that you're doing
Yes.
all of these things that we're saying
sorry.
right
We're
now.
just giving
Right.
examples.
We're giving some random examples.
there are multiple groups per theme.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's
So
what
this
the
is something
number-
that you could be
Could be
doing.
doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Giving Camp is Ben, you can talk about Giving Camp.
Yeah, Giving Camp is working with adults with special needs. So you get a buddy for the week. It might be you and another focuser with one buddy, and then throughout the week you do stuff on campus with them, like paint the cannon and like play games and do karaoke. And then one day you might go into Boston, and like hang out on the Common. And another day, I think there will be like some bowling and pizza, so like different sorts of things like that.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
What else?
LGBT groups group. You're gonna be working at LGBT focused organizations on
So a couple of campaigns.
like letter writing.
You'll also be working at a thrift shop, where all the proceeds go to AIDS research.
Yeah.
So that's
and-
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Elderly groups will be both working directly with elderly people in different homes and organizations, and
Mhm.
also like doing work with organizations that support elderly people, like
Yeah.
some different transportation services.
Yeah. Arts advocacy will be doing work with different arts organizations.
A park that has a lot of public art.
Yeah.
And has like a public art program, that sort of thing
Yeah.
that you can learn about.
Yeah.
Urban revitalization. We have a lot of different like local organizations that are just like working on helping out in Medford and Somerville.
Yeah.
And they do like a whole bunch of different things, community like gardens and that sort of thing, but also like community festivals, that sort of thing. It's all very exciting.
Yeah. There are so many cool organizations in Boston that are working toward like just making it a better place.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can be part, or hopefully we are going to be a part of that. We definitely are. We've scheduled you to be a part of it.
You will be fun.
We'll be a part of it.
Yeah.
So sites are probably the main thing that you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
And, bonding with your focus groups at the end of the day, participating in art and programming,
Mhm.
playing a lot of games. You'll find out what the train game is. Find out just like a lot of
Talking a lot.
talking a
talking a
lot.
Cool.
Learning how to use public transportation
It's very
is
important.
fun.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's
You'll be
great.
given a 7-day T-pass, so
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about like trying to pay for anything like that. That's all
Yeah.
taken care of
Yeah.
already. And if you're not from the area, or like come orientation week, or I guess after orientation week, because we're here all of orientation week. But once the school year comes, and maybe you and your hallmates want to go into Boston for a baseball game or something like that, and everyone's like, I don't know what to do. You can be like, I got this. I did focus.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty much just making sure that we just want to make sure that you're excited. If you have any questions, you can always email us, testfocus@gmail.com, or call us.
617-627-0589.
I wish we could put it right here, right now. Yeah. Call now and get 20% off your
We have a new question. Yay!
Yay.
Question.
Also, I don't have a sleeping bag. None of the churches or okay, it is pretty necessary for you to bring a sleeping bag, yes.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just going to be sleeping on the ground.
Yeah, and it's nice to have a sleeping bag
nice to
throughout
have a
the
sleeping
year
bag.
too, because like if a friend comes to visit, you have a place for them to sleep. And like if you ever want to go to the lodge, which is a lodge in New Hampshire that Tufts owns, to like go camping for a weekend or whatever, then it's like really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've also
It's nice to
been
have
involved
one.
with different organizations that have retreats during the year. And that could be any. I mean, the retreats go all over the place, but like it's nice. It's important to have a sleeping bag for that. It's just a handy thing to have.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't need to be like a crazy like
camping
winter
thermal.
sleeping bag or anything. It's just like something for you to.
Yeah, mine
sleep
was from
comfortable.
Limited to, and I bought it when I was eight. And I still fit in it somehow. So it had monkeys on it, and it was cool, but it was not super practical. But I needed it to sleep on the church floor. So
yeah, I mean, I've kept my sleeping bag at Tufts this whole entire time, and I've had friends sleep in it. I've like it's proven to be super useful.
Yeah.
If there's absolutely no way that you can buy a sleeping bag, maybe email us and we can try to figure out if there's like a rental service nearby or something like that. But that's not something that we can provide for you. And it's not something that the churches have either.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Yeah,
about
we're
that.
sorry about that. But yeah, because you will be sleeping on the floor, and it's nice to have some sort of cushioning. But yeah.
So if there's any final questions.
We never answered which leader or pair would you be?
It's
Rather
true.
be stuck on a deserted island with
All of them.
all of them except for
The one that
the one that asked.
Asked.
Kidding.
just kidding.
Worst.
We love all of our leaders. We actually do that. That sounded insincere.
Oh my god, no,
we love all of our leaders.
We love all of our leaders. Yeah, we are so excited to have you here. I don't know how many times you've said it. We're like, it doesn't even feel real right now, but I think we're just gonna be like
Fastest summer ever.
Yeah, seriously. We're gonna be standing on the res squad, waiting, or we won't be standing. We'll be just waiting.
Possibly running around.
Possibly running around.
Probably.
But, yeah, I get so excited and have. One of our previous coordinators, Mari, who's going to be a leader this year, has been saying that she's been having dreams about focus. I finally also had a dream about focus, so it's like
I don't remember my dreams, but I'm sure they were about focus.
Yeah, they're all about focus. We're all focused all the time over here.
We're just so excited for you
so
to join the community and be here at Tufts. It's been empty this summer. We want people.
Yeah, I'm looking outside.
It's so empty.
And there's no one there.
There's no one.
Come be outside of our window.
Yeah.
We'll be outside of our window too.
Yeah, we'll be up here in our tower.
Anyway, unless you have any last final questions, I think that it might be the time. We've been here for 53 minutes now, so it might be the time to sign off and say goodbye. But we'll see you in 13 days. 13 days! So excited! So soon. See you then. Any further questions? Email us. Get ready. Get excited.
Call us, be our friends.
Yeah, we really like hearing from you, and we want to meet you. So we should close with the Mari.
The Mari dance.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a dance for you all.
Yeah.
We want it to be facing the same way. You ready?
We should do it to music, but now we're just
Too late.
Okay.
You know what?
Focus!